And then I can sign in the slang. They know when they hear this music, we live, baby. I know Fat Chop's probably watching.
No, he watches the game.
I know.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. It's tripping today.
YouTube?
Huh? Stream me. It's tripping.
Oh.
Yeah, stream me.
They already selling got Facebook, huh?
No. Yes, it ain't letting it happen.
Hey. We don't let.
Can y'all hear good? Brotherly Differences, YouTube. Mic check on the Brotherly Differences YouTube. Facebook, we know y'all can hear us.
What up, y'all?
We usually play to this part. We'll do spazzing.
What up, y'all? We back, y'all. Episode 3, 2024, season 3. Another Sunday, 3 Sundays in a row. We told y'all we gonna be back. Yeah, we did a show during the Chiefs game and we tagged you. Yep, Morgan. Fuck you and the Chiefs. How about that? I'm gonna start off with that. My name is Rod.
My name is Mike, and I know we doing it during the game, but hey, we can watch. Y'all can watch it. We watch
This
it
was
right
my
now.
idea as a Broncos fan.
Yeah, y'all watch y'all game. Go ahead. If you mess with us, you mess with us. If you don't, we'll see y'all next week. But we're about to watch. We watching it. We watching the Chiefs Raiders right now. We just saw Zay Flowers touchdowns on the Chiefs. Morgan.
Julian said he gonna be in and out.
That's fine, Julian.
Hopefully you more out than in.
That's fine, Julian. Definitely hear your opinion. You be having
today.
wild opinions. Definitely need you in and out because you wild out here in these streets.
Tell the people
Not in
about
these
your
streets,
weekend,
but you
Mike,
wild out
while
here.
I get this set up for
But
us.
But yeah, my weekend been boring actually. Actually, haven't been boring. It's been basketball all weekend. We went to the Wayzata Washburn. Wayzata won. That was a good game. Then we went to Concordia.
Shout out to my ex team, my ex boys out there playing good, balling, 14-2. Held their own versus number 1 team in the state. But
yeah, no, they that was a good game though. They held it down. We went to Rod coached a good game yesterday. Sullivan beat Anthony. Man, that was a good game.
Shout out to my boys.
That was a good game for real. Facts. Hey, that's facts. He said Rod almost blocked you for that Joe Budden shit. Facts.
Yeah, Los, I know you one of them type of niggas that's woke. That y'all.
It ain't even about woke. It's more about just
allegedly
lyrical
woke.
Shit. Lyrical
niggas
shit.
Ain't never listened to Joe Budden a day in their life.
Stop it. Stop. I'm not saying I'm the biggest Joe Budden listener, but come on, man. When we talking about rapping, stop it. But back to but Rod coached a good game. That was a good win for them. And then we went to Concordia versus Crookston. My little brothers play for Crookston, and they beat Concordia by 2, I think, and that was a good game. So it's been a basketball weekend, and yeah, nothing too much. What you been up to?
Same, basically everything you said. We both went to that Washburn Wayzata game. Like I said, shout out to my boys. Download the Sling app. That's Caprot. We'll get into that one, Los. We gonna get into that, man. I'm telling y'all got.
We should get into it.
Y'all got WAP messed up, but yeah, this was a good weekend. I coached yesterday, last game of our regular season. That was a good win for my boys. down by 10 at one point in that game, then down by 9 in the second half to battle back and go on a run, get it to overtime and beat the only undefeated team in the city. But like I told them, we ain't really did nothing yet. We got the part 2 of the season coming up in the playoffs. Finished out 7-2. We 6 games in a row, but we got to keep it going. We got to keep getting better, and we got to get hungrier. But them boys balling, so I'm proud of my Sullivan boys. So shout out to my Sullivan Sting boys. And then yesterday we got to see our twin brothers hoop Division II basketball at Concordia University. A nice little game. They got to pull it out. Got some playing time. One of the brothers was in the clutch moment. Shout out Mario and Miles. Mario got a dunk last night for the family. Clutch defensive plays, and Crookston was able to come out with the win. Shout out to my guy Tim Lupke, who I went to high school with, hooped with for years. He an assistant coach there. He doing big things, working with our little brothers out there in Crookston. So it was just a good all-around basketball weekend. Some good games. Both the games we went, my game and that game was both down to the wire. So some good basketball all around. The Washburn game, like I said, was good. To see some boys that I coached for their first few years of high school now put it all together and have a chance to do something great this year. Even though they went into Wayzata and didn't come out with the W, that's the number 1 team in the state. And them boys went in there and held their own, fought back, and had chances. But it's good that they played them now, because then when sections come in March, they'll be able to see what they need to do to beat a team like that. So yeah, it was good. It was good to see. It was good to be a part of. It was Detroit games on this one.
Oh, they don't get it probably because Paramount Plus take over for that.
Paramount Plus, is that Peacock?
No, Peacock's NBC. Paramount Plus CBS. So CBS. Sling must do Fox.
You got DirecTV then? I got DirecTV too. We trying to get into this game, y'all, where it's not what's the name.
Cause Stream Me's tripping.
DirecTV. Go to DirecTV. I got the DirecTV. It's like the similar login.
Okay.
But yeah, so that was the weekend. Now we get ready for playoffs. We find out tomorrow how the playoffs gonna go, who we play. But we finished the season 7-2, 6-game winning streak. And that was the weekend, man. Now, watching these championship games here with y'all for episode 3 this week. And we got some topics to get into with NBA and NFL. So we ain't gonna be that long today, probably about an hour 15. We're gonna be 30 minutes sports, and then we're gonna try to do 30 minutes real talk. If Mike don't say nothing dumb, we can get out of here in an hour 15. But y'all already know how that goes sometimes. Los already starting with the music talk. I don't want to. We're gonna revisit that later, but we can revisit that later. Maybe I'll put that down because we didn't even have a topic at the end here, so we could talk music again. We could just talk music in general. Also, we could talk about how the rap game is watered down now. How hip hop is actually looking embarrassed in a way.
Oh God.
Yeah, we could bring that up. But let's get to talk about sports association, aka the NBA. After this week, the NBA did what happens to, I don't want to say the N-word, but the N-word all the time. They fired one of us out of nowhere. Adrian Griffin, fired from the Bucks. But they did hire another black dude, so we can't say too bad about that. They hired Doc, who an OG black dude coaching in the league. But do you think the Bucks was wrong? And do you also think that Giannis made this decision, or is Giannis making decisions in Milwaukee?
Yeah, see, this situation to me ain't really got nothing to do with even the race thing. The reason it don't, because this is all of a superstar crying it's about a superstar crying to the media about the coach, basically. Kind of what LeBron did to David Blatt. Didn't like him and got him out of there. This is all that is. Giannis crying. Don't like how the team playing in certain games. And then basically they just got rid of him. It's the best player complaining about the coach. And he was doing it indirectly in the media. He tried to act after his when he was gone, he basically tried to play like we're best friends. We blah blah blah. But all this is Giannis wanted. It's kind of like how LeBron wanted David Blatt out, and then they hired Doc Rivers. So to me, that's what this is.
What do you think the Doc Rivers hiring does? What does that make them a better team? Does that make them a real championship threat? Or
it's the same. They no matter who the coach was, they're going to be a championship threat. They just got too much talent. I'm not gonna say as a team they just super stacked with talent, but they have Damon, Giannis, and they have the players around them to do what they need. Brook Lopez is a perfect role player for the team. Even Middleton, Connaughton and things. Portis is perfect role players for them, so they have the perfect team. Where to me, coach didn't matter. They would to me, it does nothing. I don't think they could go to the finals with Doc Rivers or Adrian Griffin. They can lose in the East Conference Finals. So to me, it does nothing. Having Doc as the coach, I don't care who's behind them. Who's the coach for that team?
So yeah, I mean, I do feel like Giannis made this decision. I mean, he came out and told Chris Haynes that Griffin said that he just wasn't comfortable with, whether it was about his brother or other players. Whether he just never built that relationship with him from player coach. And Giannis came out and kind of said that in so many words. Giannis said that in so many words that it did. Of course, we the number one sports source in the U.S. But Giannis said that basically in so many words that coach-player relationship wasn't there, and he didn't develop it through games. And basically, Doc Rivers coming there just probably shows that Giannis had a person that was open. Because Mark Jackson, if we remember, Mark Jackson was interviewed job back when it was open after they fired. So I wouldn't have been shocked if Mark Jackson would have gotten the job based on the fact that he just got out of TV and Doc Rivers just. So I think those was probably Giannis's two options, and they went with Doc Rivers because Doc Rivers never really wanted to leave coaching, just felt it wasn't the right environment. But I do think this is not a good look for Doc, because if the Bucks don't get to the finals in the next year or two, then Doc will then be out without a coaching job, and that might be it for Doc, because then people might not believe in Doc anymore that he can take a team to win. And we know about all the 3-1 leads that people brought up that he lost and that he hasn't won since that Celtics team. He's cursed. So I don't know what I think about this. I do agree with you on the fact that the Bucks were a championship team with Adrian Griffin. I don't know what this means without him, but I do know for the team morale, my man Levi, shout out to his 49ers. Levi, a big 49ers fan. Shout out. We used to slang phones together at Best Buy. Shout out to my man Levi and good people. My man Levi, that's my guy. But yeah, I with Bobby Portis. They talking about trying to get rid of Pat Connaughton, which is not a bad move. But they got.
I like him.
Yeah, I know, but you can always get another role player.
Well, yeah, you can replace him, but yeah.
But like what the Bucks is doing, so we're gonna see. Levi said you look good, and Levi said you look swole. Yeah, Mike trying to be like his.
Oh, thanks.
I'm big bro, Levi. He trying to be like his big brother. He trying to get swole like me. You feel me? Grandma watching. Shout out to Grandma Margot. She out here watching like she do every week.
Grandma Margot want the Lions to.
But yeah, man, the Bucks. It'll be interesting to see what the Bucks do. Staying on the NBA, Miami, my Heat. See what's in the background. Team Heat. Let me show y'all on Facebook. Y'all see, but we out here tweaking 6-game losing streak. They really out here pissing me off. Get Mike out the camera for a minute. We'll get him back on. But now Miami added Terry Rozier. What do you think about that? Do you think that's an upgrade? And does that make us more of a contender in the East, or are we right around where you had us, which was disrespectful? Fucked up.
To me, that does make you guys a little bit better. Terry Rozier puts pressure on the defense better than Kyle Lowry can at this point in his career. I think he's a good fit for you guys. He's going to bring a little defense. It's not that he got defense, but he will play. To me, it does nothing. No, I definitely think you guys still middle of the pack. You guys can beat the top teams in the East, but I don't think you will this year. So to me, you guys still the same. Like you can second round, possibly go to conference finals, but I don't think you're going to the finals again. The Heat's not a thing like that. But you prove me wrong again. The Heat keep proving all of us wrong.
Don't say all of us. They proving y'all wrong. Like I said,
but yeah, y'all middle of pack team.
I'm not happy what we're doing in the season. This 6-game losing streak is not like us.
Y'all playoff pedigree helps.
What I do think we need to do, we need to shore up the size on our front line. I think we need to stop with this 4-guard set and bam, and we need to get us a power forward that's probably a tweener or that could play a little bit more down low. Somebody that maybe 6'9", 6'10", not someone with size, but somebody with a little bit more size where we not getting cooked on the defensive end and getting out-rebounded every other game by every team in the NBA because we want to have a bunch of sixes in. Terry Rozier averaging 3 and 6. I think he is that has a more explosive offensive game. I like the Terry Rozier pickup, but then again, like I said, I think for it to fully matter, for it to fully get to where it need to get to, we need to get a nice, solid, big body in there, pause, that can defend, that can rebound, that can help out with what's going on. That's what we need to do in Miami, and we will be back in the finals when that happens because Jimmy Butler, we know what he does. He just take the souls of people who are allegedly top 3, top 4,
Yeah,
top
your
5.
boy Giannis.
You know, he take the
You
soul
talk about
out of
Giannis, the dude that you say better
well,
than Jokic.
that was more of a shot at your boy Embiid, but Giannis.
Why not Giannis?
Well, because Jimmy and Giannis don't really, and Jimmy and Embiid don't affect each other, but Jimmy and Giannis don't affect each other. But last year when Giannis got punked, it was by the Miami Heat. And Giannis don't get guarded by Jimmy, and Jimmy started going off on everybody.
I've seen stuff
Jimmy was
Jimmy
going off on Drew
Giannis.
Holiday more
He
than he was going off on anybody else. And Drew Holiday's on over there. That's why I'm not scared of the Celtics. And even though they just blew us out by 30 last week, I'm not scared of them. And that was a season. That was a season game. That was a season game. And like I said, once Miami make the right proper adjustments, we're gonna be solid. And I'm cool with that. And it might cause up giving up Tyler Hero by the trade deadline. For real. Zay Flowers getting little on them.
Man,
today.
for real. 5'8", 5'9".
So yeah, and to answer your last question, I feel like we the Eastern Conference Finals or the Finals, nonetheless.
Okay, you're not crazy for saying that.
Us and the Bucks are the 2 best teams.
But y'all, I don't know if y'all can consistently make the finals like that.
Regardless of record, us and the Bucks are the 2 best teams in the East. And you keep saying that nobody in the East has consistently made the finals.
True.
We are the most consistent team in the last 5 years in the East to make the finals. So when you say I don't take that as a shot. I just take it as, oh, well, he's speaking on everybody in the East, and because there's nobody in the East or the West has been consistently just making the finals since Golden State was the last team that consistently just made the finals. So yeah. Speaking of NBA, scoring barrages, what do you got to say about the scoring this week? Do you think that we seeing some of the greatest scoring periods in the history of the league? Because I personally, I'll let y'all know before I ask this dude the question. I personally think scoring is watered down, and I'll get into that. But this week we saw 70-point games, 60-point games, 60-point games, 50-point games at halftime, 45-point games at halftime. We just saw a bunch of scoring barrages, a couple of losses with those scores. Okay, a couple 70-point games, and those was wins, but the 62-point performances were losses. What did Joe take on the scoring barrages that we saw this week?
See, I'm gonna stay neutral with it. Before I make that answer, before I tell you the answer, I'm just taking Ravens get that. He did get it. So I'm basically, to me, I'm neutral. I see both sides. I see from other side, from older heads, they say it's no defense. The defensive rules suck. No defense. But also I see from new generation, it's way more skilled than it was back then. Way more players are skilled, so you're going to see more scoring. I'm in the middle. We just witnessing greatness. David Robinson and what's name scored 70. I mean, George Gervin and was it Alex English scored 70 the same night to go for the scoring title. David Robinson scored 70 to get the scoring title. So to me, we just seeing greatness. Luka and Embiid just went off. Booker and Cat just got off. It is what it is. It's not like we seeing it we don't have 10 people with 60 and 70-point games. Fuck. Lamar just fumble. But yeah. So for me, I'm gonna be neutral and be like, it's just the greatness of the players. It's the defense in this generation because of defensive rules, but also to that point, the offense, we can say the shooting is better, so we're going to see more scoring. The shooting is better this era. That's the only skill to me that's better. So we're going to see more scoring because you see more people shooting threes, more people can hit the three better than back then. So yes, that's with me. But go ahead, Rob. What you think?
Mad as hell, the Chiefs just got a strip sack. Oh my god.
Yep, that's a
Jesus
fun
Christ.
pull.
For me, the scoring barrage in the NBA just proves what I proved, that it's watered down, man. I mean, like, people scoring 50 at halftime, 40 at halftime. Like, I just don't know what a real defense is being played at anymore. I don't, and the problem I'm having with it,
the rules.
the problem I don't think it's because of rules. The problem I have with it is because the amount of players that don't play and sit out of games. We're not seeing real best competition go up against best competition every night in the season because people taking games off, people hurt, and people is Embiid and them Doc 7. Don't get me wrong, but like last night, Embiid didn't even play versus Jokic. Just like, are they only saving themselves to have these type of performances and to flame out in the playoffs and not do much in the playoffs? Like, I'm tired of seeing people score 70 and score 60 where it don't match up to what you're doing in the playoffs. Like I said the other day, I saw a stat that Embiid averages over 40 points per game versus teams under 500, and he only averages 24 points per game versus teams under 500. I'm sorry, but I want to see scoring barrages like Jordan putting up
teams over 500.
Jordan putting up double nickels. Oh, yeah, team under in playoff contention, he averages 24 points per game. Jordan putting up double nickel on teams like the Knicks, putting up 50 on teams like the Magic. Contending type teams where those are just mano battles. Maybe if Embiid played last night and scored 70 on Jokic,
I'm not gonna nitpick
in context.
I'm not gonna nitpick somebody. He averaged 35 and 11. I'm not gonna nitpick a season average because I didn't do that with other players. oh, against this team is 42, against these teams is 24.
I'm not nitpicking it. I'm bringing out the
That's why
facts
his
because I told
35
you last.
discredited. I'm
I
not
told you a
gonna do
couple
that.
episodes ago. My problem with Joel Embiid is he always does this. He gets these numbers and these stats, and people act like, oh, they mean. But in the playoffs, he gets significantly worse, and he allows players like LeBron, who he's playing significantly better than. Right now, him and LeBron's not even playing close to each other. But last year was like this too. And then in the playoffs, LeBron averaged more points and he averaged more rebounds than him. More points and rebounds. So, yeah, that's exactly what happened. He averaged more points and more rebounds than Joel Embiid, who played significantly better than him in the season last year. He's playing significantly better than him this year. But versus playoff teams, Joel Embiid is playing like LeBron James is playing regularly. So that's what I'm saying. We are expecting all of this. We're seeing all of this from Joel Embiid, man. Other players, not just Joel Embiid, Devin Booker and all these other players, then when they get into the playoffs, you don't see this.
That's fair point.
So
I'm not
all
mad
I'm
at-
saying is when Michael Jordan, we bring up Jordan, we bring up all these other players. Michael Jordan got better in the playoffs.
Allen Iverson
When
too.
you saw him average 28, 29 in the playoffs, he brought it up to 33. What I'm saying is you saw historical games versus the Utah Jazz, versus the New York Knicks. You saw historical games. I'm saying, where's Joel Embiid historical game like this versus Celtics where he dropped 50 and 11 in a playoff game when him and James Harden didn't show up in game 6 or game 7. In game 6, they choked game 6 away. So the scoring barrages are good. You know, it makes good for TV and it makes good for the ratings because I do feel like the NBA ratings are going down. Oh my God, Jeremiah, he a D1 basketball player. He hooped with us with
Luka
Kenny
better
and
than all them niggas.
Pete.
Well, Luka a beast.
He's a Luka fan. Luka had 73, including Jordan.
Luka's top
no,
5.
you see what he said? Luka better
Yeah,
than Jordan.
I'm not going
Jeremiah,
to.
this is where
I'm going to ignore that. Not include Jordan.
This
stuff,
is where
but
he do too much. Your boy Luka scored 73, but like I told my brother earlier,
I be arguing him. Luka's
camera.
a beast, but yeah, when you say including Jordan, that's
off
just
the camera.
crazy.
We talked about this, and Luka doing all of this. He said, "JK, yeah, I know." Just
but Luka's a beast. No, he's right though. Luka's a beast. Well, Luka's a beast.
Luka might not make the playoffs again for 2 years.
He's going to make the playoffs. Like
we're not even talking about the playoffs. He might not make the play-in.
He's going to make the play-in. The playoffs.
You should be a little scared because he was like this.
Why?
Last year.
You're not scared for the Lakers, right?
Because they was like this last year.
Okay,
you saw what happened.
I'm not worried about the Mavs.
We got hit. Why?
The Mavs will make the playoffs.
They was like this last year and wasn't a top 10 seed.
The Mavs will make the playoffs.
But then he got having 73 points. And y'all talk about that 73, and then what happens? That's all I'm saying. But Luka is a beast. Don't get me wrong. Like, he's a top 10 player in the league, but
top 5.
He's
top 5.
For me, you got to win to do that.
You got to win to do that. So Curry, I don't put no blame on Kyrie, but he said Kyrie's the best player on the Mavs. He literally says Kyrie's the best player on the Mavs.
Before Kyrie was in the Eastern Conference Finals. Yeah, they should have kept Brunson. I tried to tell people that they should have kept Brunson. That Brunson was a big part, but they wanted to give Luka all the credit as if Luka is a one-man show. And he's showing you that he can't
now
be
you want to get second-best players credits, but you always give top players all the credit.
Ain't no second-best player. Brunson was a big reason why they were winning a lot of games. Oh, but they weren't going to call no blindside block.
Did they call that?
No, they didn't call it. This the Chiefs. That's crazy. But, I mean, the NBA, like I said, get y'all ratings up, do y'all thing. But the main thing with the NBA right now is, like I said, it's hard for me to trust this. It's hard for me to trust these scoring historical riffs. I don't want to come off as a hater, but it's just hard for me to trust it when guys are sitting out night and night. Guys aren't playing. Guys,
all right, Chiefs start to get too cute now. They better chill out.
They not playing they not playing the best players every night. They just, it's like they saving up their energy for these highlights versus just getting better and getting the teams better and then being ready for playoff basketball. It's a lot of AAU basketball going on. And Kobe Bryant said that before he died, but I feel like now we even seeing it more. It's a lot of AAU type basketball going around.
Well, yeah, it's the AAU generation coming up.
And speaking of AAU going around in this generation, talking crazy, did you see what Carmelo Anthony's son said? He said that Melo wasn't nice until 17. At 16, he would have cooked his dad. And Melo said these kids in this generation are screwed because Melo said what he would have did to his son at 16.
Melo's way better.
Melo said I became an All-American at 17. Melo said he really was.
Melo's
really
way better than his son at 16, 17. Like his son's tripping.
Yeah, his son tripping heavy.
Melo was Melo was top player in his class. His son ain't top player.
But I said it once he was 17.
Well, like I said, that's 16. When he got his All-American notoriety. Yeah, Melo's way better since 16, 17.
No, facts. His son said he would have cooked him.
Yeah.
You know what
No,
I'm saying? His son said he would've cooked him. You agree?
no, it wouldn't. You can say some shoot back because they how the game is. They get to practice.
And
you
his
know?
dad taught him.
He was more. Yeah, his dad taught him, but he probably could say he's more skilled than his dad. But as a better basketball player, no. Like LeBron's sons are more skilled to him, but he's way better than him in high school. He was way better, but they probably was more skilled. Oh,
Wait, LeBron was better than Bronny?
LeBron was easily better than Bronny and his sons, like easily.
Uh,
Right, like easily.
uh,
It's not even close.
hmm.
He way better than his sons, and they probably you can say they're more skilled.
Why? Because he was taking steroids?
No, because he was just better. And you can say, oh, that should have been a pick. And you can say you could probably say they're more skilled. So I'll give his son, okay, you're more skilled, but you're not a better basketball player than your dad.
Mhm.
Like your dad dominated more than you. You can compare the numbers.
And was a freshman and won at Syracuse as a freshman.
As a
Bitch, it was
freshman,
18,
like you could
19,
just
won. Stop.
Oh, they stopped. That's a stop. That's a stop.
Choked his ass out. Yes, good job. Should have got the
That's
three.
a stop. But yeah, what you think? What you think it is?
Should have went for the three. Yeah, I think Melo was better. I mean, it's Carmelo Anthony, one of the greatest scorers of all time. Went to Syracuse. We know, like I said, we know what he did at the age of 17. And even if you think you better at 16 because you get a little bit more notoriety, he down back
That
there.
D tackle.
He
That D tackle saved them.
choked the ass out. He was down back there though. His knee was on the ground even before
Ravens
he got
got
choked out.
capitalize.
Got choked out. His knee was already on the ground. But yeah, Melo better than his son.
Kick the field goal.
And then when Melo went to Oak Hill at 17, he was a national phenomenon, the number one player in the nation. I don't think Kion gonna be the number one player in the nation when he's 17 even. But 16, like Melo said, he just didn't have the notoriety. But Carmelo Anthony was better than his son. I do like the confidence in young
I love
Kion.
it. I love it.
You know,
Yeah,
I love
it.
But yeah, it's levels to it, and we all know the level that Melo is on. And his son, who knows, could try to probably be better than his dad was in the NBA, but that'll be tough. But yeah, we know at 16, I feel like Melo was just better from what I've seen.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen much of Kion Anthony besides a lot of highlights, but from what I've seen, and even just his frame,
Yeah,
like,
I've seen only
Melo would
highlights
have
too.
bullied him back then. He just weighs taller than Melo, like body wise.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing that some of these kids don't understand. Like, yeah, they got the height, they 6'6", 6'7", but some of these little dudes 6'6", 6'7", weigh 160.
Yeah.
Melo was like a full man as a 17-year-old, like, and so I'm guessing at 16 he was pretty much the same. He probably gained like 10 to 15 pounds in a year and a half worth of time. So like, I just think from that standpoint alone, from the wear and tear, like he wouldn't have been able to do nothing with his dad. But once again, youngins like the confidence, man. I like how these young bulls going after us because they trying to come for greatness and they putting in work young. So I respect it, but yeah, I would, you know, if I had to talk with the young bull, I had to slow him down and just let him know, like, yeah, your dad was really him. He was really like
For
that.
sure.
Like, and you nice, but your dad was really.
He probably because he was more skilled than his dad, probably.
See, skill is
But what I'm saying, his dad just
time.
dominated more.
Yeah, but I'm saying the reason I can't say skill because it's arbitrary at the time because his dad
And I
adapted
agree.
the skill
I
that
agree.
he got now, and then his dad probably is the one who trained him mostly.
Yeah,
and got him that skill.
But that's
So
my
it's
argument
like-
with the skill argument. People try to say being more skilled means that this generation better. It doesn't.
But I just look at
necessarily
the reason I can't say that the reason I don't like doing that is because like at 16, us doing the jump stop or a Euro step was skill back then. Now a Euro step is kind of the most basic move that they run at 8 years old. So
Well,
that don't mean they're more skilled than us. Niggas that was doing Euro steps back in 2003 was really
But,
like
and that's
that.
what people go by
Or
because you
jump
didn't see
stops,
people Euro step back
or
then.
being
but-
able to like Melo was the main dude
But
that
that's the
being able
argument old heads make with the 60s and stuff.
to. Well,
You
we're not
get
gonna
what I'm
talk
saying?
about where they was just pad dribbling. That's a
Well,
little
they had
different.
to do that because they couldn't carry the ball.
Well, it
That's
wasn't-
y'all got to understand the rules of the game.
it
You
wasn't
couldn't
about-
carry the ball. You had to
wasn't-
look like that today if we couldn't carry the
no,
ball
it wasn't
today.
about carrying the
Back
ball.
then they couldn't carry
No,
the ball.
Mike, it wasn't
No,
about carrying
they
the
couldn't
ball.
they couldn't do this at all. They had to always have it on top back then. That's why they dribble like that. That's why you got to know the context of that time.
It
That's
wasn't
what I'm
about carrying the
saying.
ball. Like I said, the rudimentary rules was back then in the day of the history
Right?
of
They
football.
didn't have event.
Was
They,
back in the
just like we
70s,
say
in the 60s and the
back-
70s. And I'm talking about, I'm talking about even before that. I'm talking about just the 3-point line invention. All of that shit was just, like I said, I don't want to talk about old basketball of it being skill more because what I'm saying is my point is that game wasn't right. That game that you saw in the 67, it wasn't being played right at the right way
it has to
should've been
start
played.
somewhere, and something has to start.
No, it started with James Naismith back in 1800s. It should have stopped
But,
there.
well,
And that's the way they were still
NBA.
trying to play in the
It's just
60s.
stop.
And that's the way they were trying to play in the 60s, as if Dr.
Well,
James Naismith.
we
was
found a
still
way to
doing
make
it.
things better. That's why people
They
think
don't find a way to make
today's
things
time.
better. It
Oh,
was
no, that's a pick. Oh,
on his own
shit.
pass
Lamar Jackson, wow.
down
Oh,
to the
shit.
32.
He wow.
So yeah, it was. Shout out to the little minions. Y'all have a good one. It was good having y'all over here this weekend, friends.
See y'all.
Yeah. So, I get it, but no, I just wanted to bring that up. I'm not trying to expect the old generation, but I want Mike. I want Mike to stop bringing up. It's like the season to know because that generation was. What I'm saying is that was like, that's like comparing the health epidemic in the 1800s to the health epidemics in 2000. Yeah, we know medicine got better, but it went way further. And that's my point. From the 60s to the 90s, the jump was astronomically further because it was still like some 19.
Well, let these kids tell you can say that, but because big men was shooting threes back then, now big men can do that easy.
This is the difference between the kids and us. We actually watched when we was growing up. These kids only watch highlights. Even at the school I work at, we even our friends,
we didn't have highlights on YouTube.
We watch with our friends. We watch with our dads. Like we used to watch games. We literally used to watch
because the only lights we got to see on TV.
You remember
ESPN.
When we came up here and visit, we sat in and watched the Lakers and Kings when Ann and them. Like,
yes, this generation don't watch games like that.
And these kids don't watch like we didn't have no adult in that room with us. It was me, you, Aunt, Larry, Kingston. We watched those games like no adult was in the room with us.
They have highlights at their fingertips, so that's why this the highlight generation.
Yeah, but the reason I don't listen to them is because highlights only tell you a game. We could see Fresh Coast Hoops. You could see the Fresh Coast Hoops highlights at the Washburn Wayzata game and see the end of the score, but we was at the game and you saw how that game really unfolded. That's what I'm saying. You have to watch the game to see how the game really unfolds. So you can't. I mean, yes, you could give overall general analysis by watching the highlights, but you can't really give an analysis on the highlights. Like if you just see the highlight plays of this game, you won't be able to see that the Ravens defense actually kept them in the game with that 4th and 1 stop. That'll be a highlight play, but you won't see how significant that was after a turnover. So that's my point. You won't be able to see this part of it. So highlights is good and all, but you have to be able to watch the game, and that's what they don't do. So it's hard for you to take what they say without them being biased into effect or as impact on an actual topic. So when you bring up the youngsters, I'm sorry, I kind of discredit them. Oh my God, all his passes getting batted down. But
and you can see Chiefs defense helping what's the name out, but he gonna get all the credit, Mahomes.
Well, the Chiefs defense was top 5 defense this year, but still about time. I mean,
he said about time.
I'm saying about time the defense helped Mahomes out, but he's still gonna be the one putting up points.
Well, I'm saying there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm just saying.
Condemning Lamar Jackson, man. Visibly pissed off, man.
You see when you take they taking stuff away from him. What are you doing?
And now we on the segue. AFC, boy, first half AFC/NFC Championship games. We talking about it right now. The Chiefs right now is coming into Baltimore, and they looking like the aggressor right now.
They are.
I don't see how Baltimore's letting this happen because all they had to do was turn on the Broncos film versus the Chiefs in both games and show that we punked they bitch asses, man. God damn it, man.
Yeah, you can't just take out one game and stuff. You can't just take out one game. It's a full season.
All they could have did is
a lot of Super Bowl championships didn't go 17-0.
Model what we did that game.
18-0.
Model what we did to them that game. And I know y'all remember 24-9.
A lot of there's never been a Super Bowl champ that went undefeated. We almost went, but people lose games.
24-9.
He said 24-9. Did you nitpick the games y'all lost the year your Broncos won the Super Bowl? Did you nitpick the games y'all lost?
All I'm saying is if you want to beat them, watch that game. Watch the game.
Well, I bet they watch a lot of tape on their bad games, but it's different when you're playing them.
But what do you think about the AFC Championship game? What do you think about this game?
Right now, it's a good game. Like you said, the Chiefs looking like the aggressor, and right now, but this how the Ravens looked in the first half versus the Texans, but the Texans ain't the Chiefs. So right now, the Chiefs look like the aggressor.
They was arguably better this year. I'm still picking the Ravens 33-17. They'll have an offensive explosion second half. Fuck KC and everything they stand for. And if you're a KC fan, fuck you too. Cortez, you got that weird Z in your name. I tried to add you, but it wouldn't let me add you. I couldn't even tell how to add. So I added the Cortez page. But what up, Tezo? But
what's good?
Yeah, I saw somebody say in the group that they think the Chiefs is the new Patriots. And yeah, that's I think that's what Eddie Duck said. And that's starting to really get to me.
What they went just their 6th straight AFC championship. The Patriots went to 8.
And this might be a 4th Super Bowl in 6 years. The Patriots did 3 and 5.
So yeah,
if they go to Super Bowl, if they go to Super Bowl, I say we don't know if it's scripted, y'all.
But even the Patriots lost in the AFC championship.
But I got MVP Lamar Jackson coming through and doing what he
Yeah,
needs
I
to
still
do.
got Ravens win this game.
What about the NFC Championship game?
I got 49ers win that game, but the Lions gonna give them a fight.
I got 49ers 27-17 in that game, or 17 in that game.
Lions
I got
gonna
the
put up the
49ers.
fight, but yeah, 49ers.
I think on the road, the Lions just gonna get. I don't know if they're gonna be able to run the ball effectively on the road like they are at home. That's gonna slow them down when you make Jared Goff beat them. But I think that's gonna happen today, and I think we in for a Baltimore Ravens, San Francisco 49ers
Round
Super
two?
Bowl round 2. Hopefully the lights stay on this time in Vegas. But I think that's what's going to happen because Lamar's the MVP, and I just think the 49ers, Debo playing today, they just too defensively. And I think on the road, the Lions are going to struggle. Ooh, my guy Jeremiah, shout out Jeremiah. He said 38-17 49ers. So he think a 3-touchdown type game today. Yeah, I think people got Brock Purdy messed up. People out here talking about Brock Purdy is one of
Well, he the weakest
he a
link
game
for
manager.
49ers.
He a game. Well, I don't even think if he the weakest link, then that's sad because he ain't even. Brock Purdy be balling.
You don't trust him.
I do. If his weapons help,
That's no pass interference.
The cornerback dumb. He should have went to go play the ball. That could have been a pick.
For real.
I would have went to go get that interception. Oh, that's Cal. People wanted Joe Bears to draft him out of Notre Dame. He is beasting as a youngin. Yeah, give me the Ravens and 49ers today. Ravens 49ers Super Bowl. The Ravens gonna win it all. Even though right now they're down 14-7, that's how y'all know I'm not just saying this. I think the Ravens gonna win it all because they're the most complete team.
First half.
They're the most complete team. And yeah, you can't trust the line secondary. I've been saying that all year, and I think today Debo playing, that's gonna put some pressure on them. So that's why I'm going 49ers and the Ravens.
They gonna hit Debo's shoulder.
I heard a Vikings fan say
Ravens starting to catch on a little bit to the Chiefs.
I heard a Vikings fan say if the Lions win the Super Bowl before them, they'll be hot. That'd be crazy.
That would be crazy.
That would be crazy. But I don't think that's.
But this 49ers, what, 4th straight NFC Championship game?
Kyle Shanahan, yup.
They played the Rams,
and we only got one Super Bowl appearance to show for it.
Oh, they got 4 and 5 years. The 49ers been to a lot. Who they played last year in NFC Championship? Oh yeah, the Eagles. This definitely 3rd straight because they played the Rams, Eagles.
Eagles. Now they playing the Lions.
And I think they played before.
Then they played they played the year before.
Bucks played Packers. They played, so they've been 4 to 5 years.
Ooh, they said.
I told Ravens catching on a little bit.
Hamilton affected that whole drive for the Ravens, the safety out of Notre Dame.
Ravens catching on a little bit.
He affected that whole drive.
They need to score at the end of this half because this defense getting hot.
See, that's players like Mike don't know about Cal Hamilton.
No, I don't.
He's been in the league for like 3 years now, though.
I look at football as a whole.
Or Patrick Queen.
You know players. That was a good safety. He was on that safety blitz.
He was on that whole
See,
drive.
I understood the play, though, still. You know players. You can have that.
Also, you understood that. I know the player. I know that he had safety and he came on a blitz. But now that I told you he was a safety, he came on a blitz.
I knew he was right. I knew he was a safety from last play. He been playing safety. I've been watching the game. They've been.
I thought he was a linebacker.
Come on, man, stop it.
Sometimes I gotta take your football.
I do this.
Speaking of you do this, what is your lookout? What is your 2024, 2025 early season lookout without free agency or the draft start yet? Just give a synopsis of.
I can't give you that.
Okay, I knew this was gonna be a question you was gonna duck.
Yeah, I got it because the season.
This nigga's scared.
We ain't even went through the draft. I know you said without the draft, but still, like the season ain't even over yet. And I know you love to talk about your Broncos next year, but I'm a pass on this to let you.
I'm glad you know what the fuck going on because next year I'm telling you
the season ain't even over yet. You're wild. You're wild.
Yeah,
you lucky the group ain't in here.
What's the outlook for 2024, 2025? Tag them in here. I don't give a fuck. Go get them niggas. Like what? Because I'm letting y'all know we talking about next year because my team is out and there's a lot of teams out. There's only 4 teams left, but I think next year there's a few teams that's
going out too, right? No,
there's a few teams that's gonna come to fruition. Your Bears is gonna be one. I'll speak for you. Justin Fields.
You can't speak for me. I take for my team every year.
If they keep Justin Fields and the Bears do what I think they should do is trade them more overall pick and game them resources. The Bears will be a contender next year. A contender. Okay, and then
you said we'll make a contender this year.
Well, no, I said y'all can make the playoffs. I just say contender to make the playoffs is different. A lot of teams make the playoffs; they're not contenders. Okay, I said the Steelers would make the playoffs. I didn't say they would be a contender. Let's get that straight. And my Broncos, we know they just need to keep Russ. That's the best thing we need to do is keep Russ.
You sure about
build
that?
Build off that 12th pick. Either trade that 12th pick for another player or draft that 12th pick for whatever the position that we need best is available. If we need a linebacker, we need a defensive end, and we need another tight end. I feel like Whichever is the best at that spot position at that point. If the cornerback is the best, take the other corner opposite of Surtain. If the linebacker is the best, take the best linebacker. If the defensive end the best, take the defensive end. If a receiver is the best, take the receiver. Whatever position you need that's the best at 12, that's what I think the Broncos should do, or trade that 12th pick for a proven defensive end pass rusher and move back into the draft and get more picks or still have your picks. If Russ comes to the Vikings, Levi, I'm telling people, the Vikings stay healthy and Russ come here, the Vikings will be a legit Super Bowl threat with Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, TJ Hawkinson coming back, and then whoever's at running back with Russ.
Wake me up when they get good with Russ.
They're gonna be.
He threw a pick on the one.
They will be a Super Bowl contender. Russ is gone.
He threw a pick on the one.
Finna just have Danny Payne. Don't want that, man. Yeah, y'all all think that, but
well, he proved they didn't want him.
No, he didn't. He just wanted to see what they had. He wanted to see what they had in Jarrett Stidham the last 2 games once we was out of playoff contention. But if y'all think Russ is going, we just finna pay him $85 million to play for somebody else.
To me, I don't care if he's going to not. Broncos ain't be shit.
Russ ain't gone. He threw 26 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. He showed that he somewhat got it with with Sean Payton. And now Sean Payton is going to have to adapt his offensive play calling to Russ. I was on the podcast the other day on the DNVR podcast. They read a couple of my comments off, and they didn't agree. They said they think if Sean Payton was going to do that, he was going to do that. But I'm telling y'all, I'm telling y'all here to stay. Russ is not leaving Denver. Yeah, I think that, he acted for this game. I don't know if he got in, but I'm here to tell y'all Russ is not done. Russ is not done in Denver.
I'm not saying you're right or wrong. To me, it don't matter if he's in Denver or not. Y'all got work to do still.
Yeah, and the work to do is just continue to keep the same players on offense and defense, and
y'all
add
gonna need
some
a
players
new coach
and get better.
After his 3rd year, y'all gonna need a new coach because he's not gonna meet the expectations y'all think he's gonna meet.
Sean Payton is a good coach. He got us back to structure.
He cool.
He got us back to looking like a competent team.
He get a job.
And he
good enough to get a job. I'll give him that.
He was almost good enough to get a job. 5 in a row.
Cool.
6-5 at one point. We finished 8-9, but next year
did he make the playoffs or not? That's what I want to know. Did he make the playoffs or not? Don't tell me about we were 6-5
in year 1. It was year 1.
Okay.
Year 1.
Okay.
Give it some time.
Year 1.
And he only went to 1 Super Bowl with Drew Brees, so let's not act like Drew Brees was just winning. Sean Payton is showing you he was the winner.
Not really.
Yeah.
Because he got another Super Bowl winning quarterback, didn't even make the playoffs. So.
What? Super Bowl winning quarterback and didn't make the playoffs?
Russ. He had Super Bowl winning quarterback and didn't make the playoffs.
That was year 1. He missed 4 years of the playoffs with Drew Brees. People forget about that. 4 straight years. 3 because Drew Brees, he was suspended for 1, but 3 years in a row he missed the playoffs with Drew Brees. But you don't want to bring that up. But we bring up 1 year with Russ.
Like I said, only time will tell.
Yeah, I know only time will tell. But
then you go, watch 3 years in a row.
You ain't say nothing about Drew Brees missing 3 years in a row with Sean Payton. You say publicly your QB after week is good coaching.
I think the Lions are going to fool all of you. The Lions they got a shot, but 49ers is about to get them.
He didn't do week. Everybody only going after what he did. Everybody going after what he did in Detroit. And what I mean by it is more than just a quarterback. He had good coaching of the team. The team had structure. It wasn't all over the place.
He couldn't do it to Brees because Brees better than
They wasn't letting Russ do. They wasn't letting Russ do.
He said that.
He had the play structure of the scheme. And that was just out of Sean Payton competitiveness that they didn't get a touchdown that game versus the Lions that we got cheated. And yes, Russ was the quarterback.
Y'all got cheated versus the Lions after it was 42-17.
We got cheated on that play when we got to the end zone 2 different times. They didn't call a touchdown.
Mattered?
Yeah, we would have got the score down to 28-17, and that would have changed a lot of stuff. Then we had to come away kicking a field goal right there. And that's why Sean Payton was going off more so than saying, hey, I'm going to go off on Russ. I watched the post game, and I know people going to say the post game is lying, but people want to say act like Russ and Sean Payton relationship is bad. No. Sean Payton is a realist, and this is why I don't think Russ is gone. Sean Payton is bringing up, man, look, that contract that happened before I got here. I want you, but we're not going to have you at this price. I think Russ will take a little bit of a pay cut because he really do want to be in Denver, and that's going to show Sean Payton that he's dedicated to get it right, and then Sean Payton going to come off his high horse, and they're going to get it right together. For the next question, that was going to be off-season move you think may happen, and that's my off-season move I think is going to happen is Russ going to take the pay cut to stay with Denver, and he's going to get paid or what he deserved, or he's going to be able to earn it on the back end if he proved that, hey, you can get us to the playoffs, or hey, you can throw less than 10 interceptions and 30 touchdowns, and then it'll be loaded on the back end for Russ to perform. I think they're going to make the back end performance laden base of probably things they think Russ can't do, but I feel like Russ is a motivated player, and Russ is going to show you. So that's my next question was going to be, what do you think the biggest offseason move that may happen? That is mine right there. The Broncos sign Russ. Russ takes a pay cut, and we take off from there.
Mine gonna be where wherever Stephon Diggs go. I think his time in Buffalo may be done. So I'm excited to see what happens with that. So wherever he goes, if he stays with Buffalo, I would be shocked. Don't get me wrong, it's a chance he'll stay with them, but wherever he goes is a big offseason move.
Yeah, I think he may be. I think he may be gone. I think he good is gone. Same with your boy AJ Brown. I think AJ Brown by mid-season next year.
What makes you think AJ Brown going after year two?
He took stuff off his Twitter about the Eagles or Instagram about the Eagles. The stuff he
Why
was saying,
his feelings all of a sudden?
the stuff he was saying like the last few weeks of the season, how the offense just wasn't good. I don't think they trust Nick Sirianni.
AJ Brown, your guy now.
Nick Sirianni on the hot seat. I don't think they trust him as a coach. With some of the play calls that was given to the offensive coordinator.
Man, the Eagles panicking after 1 year. They're not going back to Super Bowl. A lot of Super Bowl losers don't go back.
Well, they should have known.
Patriots went back.
Well, because Mike, I think they know the writings on the wall that, hey, we know that Jalen Hurts was limited at quarterback, and now we know we don't got our best chance to get there anymore without him being here.
They paid him.
Yeah, Brown don't like the play calling. I've been telling Mike and them that he don't like the play calling. It's the culture. It's the culture there. So either he got to go or Nick Sirianni got to go.
Brown don't like that
halfway
play
through
calling.
the season. Next year, watch if they start off like 4-5. Either Nick Sirianni gonna leave or AJ Brown gonna leave.
Okay.
I'm calling it right now, episode 3. So go back and rewind the tape when that happens. Last thing we got to talk about before we get to the real talk section here is the NFL hires. What do you think about some of the hires in the NFL? Thong Man, aka AP.
Diggs is out of Josh Allen.
What do you think about Thong Man getting hired, aka Antonio Pierce with the Raiders? Did you see that picture going around? Like that nigga head on the G string. This nigga zesty as hell.
Antonio Pierce, he got hired by the Raiders.
Yep, and then Harbaugh got hired by the Chargers.
I like that.
Jim Harbaugh got hired by the Chargers, and then, or John Harbaugh, one of them. One of the Harbaughs got hired by the
Jim
Harbaugh got hired.
John, we watching him right now.
Jim got hired by the Chargers, and then a couple no-name coaches got hired by Carolina. The
Falcons just hired somebody.
Yep, and the offensive coordinator of the Buccaneers, I think his name like Dick Callis, and then the Falcons hired
Ravens offense looking bad.
The Falcons hired Raheem Morris, the defensive coordinator who had been a coach before of the Buccaneers. They hired him from the Rams. What do you think about these jobs, and who do you think got the best chance for instant success?
I like the Jim Harbaugh pickup for the Chargers because he's coming there with a team people think has a lot of talent, and people love Justin Herbert. And you don't like Herbert, but people love Justin Herbert, and I definitely think he can have the he can have the Raiders coach. I definitely think he can have the most success right away. For the Chargers.
That's the Raiders coach.
Because a lot of people saying Chargers they're basically a coach away from being a contender. Because when you hear people talk about the Chargers to start the season, he hit a G string on. When you hear people talk
at his team picture in college.
Oh yeah. When you hear people talk about the Chargers,
fan, where Travis at?
Some people think Chargers can challenge the Chiefs for the AFC West.
Hey Travis, get your coach, bro.
So yeah, what about you? Out of all the coaches? And the Bears, Ace, what you think of the Bears' new OC in DC? Our offensive coordinator and the new defensive coordinator. I see we hired the Seahawks offensive coordinator and Washington's defensive coordinator, maybe. I don't know neither one of them, but what you think of them? But go ahead, Rod.
Well, for me, I think Jim Harbaugh probably makes the most sense right now because, like you said, I'm not scared about it as being an NFC West contender or fan because I know what we do to the Chargers. Herbert is overrated, but I did have to go back and think on this. If anybody can change a quarterback around, possibly Harbaugh would be one of the few coaches I would agree with in that. The questions I have is because people forget that them 49ers teams was real stacked defensively. I think when I was watching First Things First the other day, they finished like in the top 5 3 out of the 4 years he was there. But then that was the reason why he went to NFL. Once he didn't have any more personnel or say over matters with the defense or with just everything like he wants to, that's when you start seeing him go 8-8, having fall off season, and they numbers fell drastically. That's why I think with the Chargers, this is the best pickup when it comes to name, but when it comes to actual play on the field, I don't know if it's going to be the best pickup because the Chargers will not have the defense that 49ers team had because they don't have a home field advantage or a home crowd when you go play there. The away team is usually louder than the home team. Shout out to Leo and Julian for that when they went to Philly. They told me about that trip, and then heard other people say the same thing. But I think that the Chargers have the best coach because they could get the most out of their players their players that mean the most, receiver, quarterback. But I do think I don't think that that's a coaching change because the coaching carousel was kind of weak in adding coaches this year. I don't think that's a coaching change that's gonna propel them up to like a Super Bowl, actually, an actual contender, like most people try to act like they are year in and year out. Do I think Herbert would get better? Slightly, because I think Harbaugh will be smart enough to take the ball out of his hands a lot and not put it into his hands and give it to the running back like he did with Cap. And he just managed Cap on some runs, throws, but he made sure things were safe for him. And I think that's what he would try to do with Herbert. I just don't trust that defense all the way to sit here and say that Chargers pickup mean a lot to me. I still don't trust the Chargers. I still don't trust that defense. So that's my take on it. And these other coaches, I don't have a lot of.
They better leave them necks alone.
So yeah, that's what I got to say about that. When it comes to the NFL hiring coaches, I think there's no more vacancies open. Bill Belichick did not get a job, but rumors headed that at this game, whatever happens with the Chiefs, Andy Reid was possibly talking about retiring. They was like, could Belichick be a candidate to go to the Chiefs?
Damn, he definitely went with Mahomes.
That would be crazy. First, that's like some
Phil Jackson, yeah. But then people like his system, anybody, well, of course, he's going to win with Mahomes. He's going to win with Brady, but he can't win with anybody because people think his system. No, he can't win with anybody. See, they stupid. The Ravens is stupid. Ravens is stupid. Like, why? Like, just play the game. Stop doing stuff. Now you just cost your team 15 yards.
So, y'all, if y'all ain't watching, that's probably in the car right now or somewhere out doing something. It is 14-7 with the Ravens down right now at half, or about to be halftime.
Like, why?
And y'all know what to do, y'all. While y'all listen, like, comment, share, subscribe. Episode 3. We not out of here. We got about 30 more minutes for y'all. We got the Real Talk section coming up. We got some good topics on Real Talk about relationship, Valentine's Day, more relationship stuff, and then the kids. But Mike, cut that music up. You ain't gotta apologize for cutting that beat up.
Hamilton can hit low key. Yeah. That's a flag. Oh, I'm shocked they didn't call. He got hit in the face. Yeah. He got hit in the face. Ravens doing dumb shit. Like, two dumb defensive penalties. Now they might keep going 17-7.
Yeah.
Damn, KC get the ball. They gotta stop them.
All right, y'all. We back. We back. My bad. I was tagging some of the ladies in here. If y'all got some more people to tag some of them in here. We got us a nice section today, a nice little show. We ain't gonna be too much longer on here. We got the real talk section coming up after we just did a good hour of sports for y'all. But yeah, tag some of the ladies in here that y'all know. We need more ladies in here into the chat, so tag them out. We got some good topics to talk about, from relationships to Valentine's Day to the kids and to more. We know how y'all think. We know how y'all be out here. So we got a lot of time a lot of stuff we got to talk about in this time. Mike, you want to let some of our real talk viewers know just some of the stuff we out here doing in what we doing this season?
Yeah, this season we definitely gonna try to come at y'all a little bit harder. LaRod did good with one of the clips last week. We definitely gonna try to get more clips. We gonna definitely try to do some. Sorry, we definitely gonna try to do some more sports shit where we can hopefully add a podcast, but we will see with that. We definitely gonna try to get in the works with that, and I'm not gonna tell what it is, but it's definitely gonna be something nice. I think we can get some traction with that. What else we gonna be doing, Rob? We definitely want to bring some. We definitely need to do some vlogs when we together more. Do some vlogs and stuff. That stuff. We need those type of. I don't know. Maybe our fans now wouldn't do that stuff. You got some fans who definitely would follow you on vlogs and stuff. So we definitely just trying to build the brand.
Keep everything coming, man. Keep everything coming. What we doing?
They can't let them score. I'm talking about touchdown.
But yeah, we gonna get started with a topic that I've been talking about. We talked about it last week. Kind of, you said you was gonna give people a snippet into it, so I said, why don't we start off with the real talk topic with it first? And that topic is taking trips with the fellas versus the ladies. How's it different? You take trips in a relationship versus taking trips while single, or how's it different when you taking trips in a relationship with the fellas and with the fellas single, with the fellas in a relationship, and taking a trip with your lady? How's those trips different, and which one do you rather go on?
So you say going to a guy? Is it different going to?
Is it different from being on a guy's trip when you hold it? Is it different? Is it a different guys? Is it a difference in the trip when you single with the guys versus with the guys in a relationship? Is the trip different?
Yeah, it's definitely different because when you're single, you kind of can do what you want when you're hanging with the guys and stuff. But if you're in a relationship yourself, if you're going to be faithful to your girlfriend, wife, or something, you're not going to be on the same activities you're on. Don't get me wrong, you can still hang out with the guys and do stuff, but you're not going to be as loose with it. Like if you're single, you're like, hey, I can bring some back tonight, so you probably go talk to more women and stuff like that, flirt with more relationship. You're probably just going to chill with the guys and more just have a fun vibe being around your guys more. So it's definitely a lot different. And then even when you're going on a trip with your women, it's different going on with your guys, because with your woman, you're doing stuff with your woman. We're going out to dinner more. You're enjoying each other's company more with a woman. But when you're with your guys, you're going to be doing a little different things. And I don't know, some people do. Like some people go on the boat and go to the lake with their guys and spend a whole day. Things like that. That's another penalty, holding.
They need to fix.
That's holding, though. But yeah, it's definitely a difference. What you think? I don't know what you.
You said you definitely see the difference. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
No touchdown. KC quit holding. Obvious hold.
Well, for me, yeah, it's different in a way. It all depends on what you and the guys on too. Like I feel like for me, it won't be a lot different because we don't go on trips. Like even when you single, like I feel like we don't go on the trips to be like, yeah, we looking for pussy. You know, we just looking to have a good time, and whatever happens, happens. And I think that's what it's gonna be like regardless. But when you're in a relationship, what happens, happens, but you just don't let it happen with the opposite sex. So in that regards, yes, doing stuff with women is the only thing that's gonna change. But like everything else, what we do, no, the trip is still the same. We just out chilling. We out turning up, you know. For the guys that's there single, we can wing, man. We could play our role. You could do your thing, but not too much. You know, just you do what you do. But I feel like the trip could be the same. You can't. I don't want you to be one of them dudes on the trip with us like, oh, I gotta call my baby every 30 minutes to see what she has to see what I'm doing.
Yeah,
I have to check on her. Like, dude, shut your ass up. I can't go with nobody like that. But like, no, nobody gonna try to make you indulge in nothing you don't want to indulge in. So from that standpoint, the trip gonna still be 100. It's gonna still be with the guys, but it's just gonna be you got some boundaries that you gotta have in a relationship versus being single. Now the other trip with your lady. Now me and my lady going on a trip, like you said, that's different. We go on a trip with the other couple. Man, look, I'm gonna need it to be where like ladies go off and have a separate time, and the guys go off and have a separate time. If you went on like a couples trip.
Yeah, I think some couples trip like that, or some couples trip that y'all just all hanging out together at all times. But yeah, I think some couple trips do it where like the ladies go out and do their thing. Y'all go do y'all shopping. We'll go out for about 6 hours and go do our thing.
Because if I go on a trip with my lady, I kind of want to just be me and my lady. Like, unless
you don't want to do a couples trip, man.
Well, I will want to do a couples trip. I'm saying I just wouldn't want to go on one like with just like I would want us to all be friends. You know what I'm saying? I want my girl not to know the other couple and not be friends because then that makes the trip a little weird.
Yeah,
I want us to all be friends because at times I want the guys to do guys things and the girls to do their thing. You know, like, and I feel like if we all know each other, it's more likely that will happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, trip with your girl, you know, that's just usually like some romantic type shit. Or y'all just want to get away to, you know what? No, let me stop.
That's still doable.
Speaking of trips, a lot of people about to take some of these Valentine's Day trips. Do you think Valentine's Day is overrated? And what do you think of Valentine's Day? Even in a relationship, is Valentine's Day overrated to you? I'll say hell.
Yeah, it is. But if people want their day to show their love to their significant other, I'm fine with that. It's
You said they day?
Yeah.
What about their year? Show me love every day now.
Yeah, you're right. If you need a day to do it, I guess.
So you the type of nigga that want flowers?
Okay, up 10. Do I want flowers as a dude?
Yeah.
Do I want my woman to give me flowers? Are you saying that?
Yeah, you said
no.
Oh, my bad. Because you said you was like, if somebody like Valentine's Day, they like Valentine's. I thought you were saying you Valentine's Day.
No, I don't care. Relationship or not, I don't care too much for it.
No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, to me, it's overrated.
Up,
but
mama?
I'm saying if people, what's up, mama? Oh, she at work.
Do y'all need to go on an expensive dinner during Valentine's Day?
You don't need to, but if you going like when you're Valentine's Day, yes, I was going to the day. Yes, we'll go out to dinner. I get you a gift. Yes, that's when we first got together. I was using this that a day we'll get each other a gift and go out to dinner. But as
time went on, you said fuck Valentine's Day.
Yes, time on no. Yeah, it depends on the people. I don't want to be that dude to be like, oh no, it's bad for people. So people do what they want. It's good that it's a day for it. I'm happy people got a day to show their love to
even though I'm in a relationship, the only thing I care about Valentine's Day is because they actually like this shit. You should show your partner you care every day. No need to put a dent in your pocket for one day. Facts. But the only reason I agree with that. The only reason I will celebrate Valentine's Day is because the person who on here commenting like that, she likes Valentine's Day. And I'm not saying I'm only going like, yeah, you should always show your appreciation. But I mean, like the little sappy, like the candy on the show on Valentine's Day, you know, it's just like, I just don't like the day in general because I just feel like a lot of people do fake love that day. Like
it's definitely a lot of fake love for sure. People do it to show off.
Just showing fake love, and it almost be making me like not even want to participate because I'm like, look, I don't want my love to be like it's fake because no, I don't buy you flowers every day or maybe not every week. But when I do on a special occasion, they're on a special occasion. So I guess Valentine's Day is a special occasion where a motherfucker
Ravens better come out on fire.
Yeah, halftime 17-7.
Chiefs get ball back too. Chiefs get the ball. Ravens better come out how they did second half.
I know women happy in their football on Valentine's Day. I know that for a fact because if it was, I would get dumped every Valentine's.
People will be mad at me on Valentine's Day. So
you said people?
Hell yeah.
Damn. No need to disclose. We ain't trying to get your identity. No, just flying. I don't know. Valentine's Day on a Wednesday this year. I think it's a Wednesday.
It's a
Thursday. I ain't got no plans as of now, but I ain't got no plans of now. But yeah, we shall see. I can't give away all my tricks. We shall see what your boy do. But yeah, I think Valentine's Day is supreme, especially as a kid. Though we used to have to get that candy, and back then, if your girl didn't give you the card first, you knew she didn't like you first. That's why I was overrated. Valentine's Day made us kind of suckers, for real. But that's a different topic for a different day. Like Mark said, when plot is complete straight suckers. Wednesday the 14th. James confirmed that it's Wednesday.
Oh, okay. Wednesday the 14th. Thanks, James.
That tell me and show me you love me every day. Well, I don't even know if somebody show you they love you every day for 365 days because sometimes women be wanting to start arguments with you. So I feel like my girl, she probably like me 345 days out of 365 because out of the 20 days where she start arguments,
That's a lot.
Okay, maybe 300 or
That's a
365.
lot.
Okay, maybe 300 or 365. Well, how many
That
times
should
do you
make it
think
cut in half?
this is an
As time
impromptu
go
topic? Well,
on.
how many times do you think women start arguments throughout a year? I would say at least a month's worth of time, 30 days.
That little?
Okay, damn, I'm being nice, huh? Okay, 3 months worth is 90 days. So, okay, it's 265 days we cool throughout the year. 100 days, she started arguments.
We start arguments too. I ain't even
And we
gonna
ain't
lie.
even been we've been at 100 days.
What?
We've been at 100 days. We've been a little bit over 100 days. And we probably got into like.
You said about 365. That's good. That's great.
So maybe
I'm telling you.
maybe it's 300.
That's good. 300 at 365? You will have good days?
300 at 365, y'all.
That's
have
good.
That might be. I don't got the research on that, y'all. Don't quote me. I don't got the research on that, but I'm just saying, like Mama said, every day. But yeah, you got to tell your partner that you show. I mean, I guess you show people you love them every day, but I don't even think that's an everyday thing. That's majority of the days, I would say. Majority.
Okay.
Majority. Who loves Mama? Comment. Let me see. I think I know who. My mom.
You do got to show them every day. You got to show them every day, not just for one day.
Speaking of, I don't know if you was watching last episode of Club Shay Shay with Country Wayne on. They was talking about relationships and women because he got over numerous of kids, almost millions. No, I'm just playing. He got hundreds of kids. You can show every day, not with flowers/gifts, but actions. Yeah, I said, y'all, most of the days, chill out, ladies. I said you can show love most of the days until y'all get to tripping and starting arguments. And I ain't talking about me.
Nature,
I'm not talking about me per se. Well, let's not say it's human nature when we have
you gonna argue with your boys if you roommates with them every day, if you see each other every day.
We argue every day.
No, you don't argue every day, but you go when you. It's gonna be conflict with somebody every day. Start getting on their ways and stuff like that.
What up, Uncle
What
Boo?
up,
watching.
Uncle Boo?
My granddad watching too. Grandma Dorothy and Granddad Snoop watching.
How y'all doing too? If y'all watching.
Hey, Grandma and Granddad, if y'all watching. What up, Florence? What up, Cuzzo, Vaughn? Yeah, more of the ladies coming in here. Good. Because we need some of y'all to come in here and let us know how overrated y'all think Valentine's Day is.
Well, they not gonna think it's overrated, of course.
Some women do.
Yeah, true. You right.
Especially the ones that probably ain't getting nothing. No, I'm just playing. But no, some women think it's overrated because I know, especially women from the hood, they don't give me shit. Don't give me no flowers. Right, Michael Adams? Everybody argues. Is the Chicago Bears going to win the Super Bowl? Dang, Mama disrespectful.
Dang, she says.
Right, Michael Adams argues.
She right, though.
I want to say the B word, James. I'm going to say unstable creatures. They operate with feelings. This is why they would rather start something just so they know you're emotionally invested still. I like the way you thinking, big bro. I didn't even think about it like that way. You right. So you saying if your woman don't argue with you, she don't want you no more.
It's some truth to that too. It's some truth to that. It's some truth to that.
This is why they say women would rather be in a crazy up and down relationship rather than just be bored. See, this is why we need you on producing a pod because
he right though. Yeah, no, I agree with him fully, but.
It's okay with arguing.
It's layers to it.
I'm in trouble when I get off here because Bae think I think arguing is a bad thing. No, it's okay to argue. But I'm just saying, my apologies to Alkeita said hi. What up, Shakita? But I'm just saying,
what's up, Shakita?
All I'm saying is, yeah, what James is saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. I just didn't word it that way.
Well, that's why certain dudes know how to keep a lot of women, get a lot of women because they know how to
be toxic.
Yeah, they basically be toxic.
We all emotional creatures. No, we didn't say the B word. We said unstable creatures.
We all emotional.
That's what James meant to say. Unstable creatures. Once I'm too quiet, be afraid.
Yeah, she's right though. The game you got, I don't know. It sucks. She's right though. It does suck that way, but you just gotta. I don't know.
Once you too quiet, I'm turning up.
But you gotta love. But it's a way to get over that. But I'm not gonna say it yet. I'm not gonna say it. It's a way to get past that.
I know.
The only way to get past it, I don't know.
He said, "Make a moan."
No, you can do that. But you can do that. No.
Oh wait, what's your way?
No, it's nothing. It's nothing crazy.
Men and women are unstable creatures. Cause
once they get quiet and they don't, you kind of got to be fine with that.
I don't fucking care no more.
You got to learn how to.
You said you got to charge. You said charge them to the game once they start.
And that's the hardest thing to do. It's the hardest thing to do, but you got to do it.
Well, it's not getting ignored is a pet peeve of mine. Now you've been an unstable creature because she gets quiet. Yeah, ignoring is the worst you could do.
If you got a no tolerance, if you don't want no arguing, and knowing that you're gonna lose them, you got to learn how to drop them, and that's fact. You got to learn how, and it's gonna suck.
Drop them like a bad habit,
and it is gonna suck because you're gonna lose your favorite ones. But if they need that emotions and stuff, they need that.
So
toxic.
When you had a category, it's a category favorites.
Well, if they need the
least favorites, what's the categories?
The ones who need that toxic shit, you gotta be cool with losing them.
What is being toxic?
And that's how
what
you
does
keep
being toxic mean? The young kids say that nowadays, and I'm an old head. What is being toxic?
What you say?
What is being toxic? Like poetic justice toxic? Is that toxic? That was a toxic relationship.
They wouldn't even together.
I'm not talking about Tupac and Justice. I'm talking about Chicago and Old Girl. Was that an example of a toxic relationship?
What'd you say?
Was that an example of a toxic relationship? Mama said, "Who told you that, James? Nothing wrong with being emotional. This is where Mama Bear power comes from. So it's great for instincts. Being overreactive to a newborn baby, for instance, is a very good thing because their needs are very sensitive. So it's just the wiring that way. Who told you that, James? We live it, mother." James does not spend anything but facts in the comments, folks. He's spent nothing but facts in the comments.
Yeah, no, it's nothing wrong with being emotional for sure, but it's ways to not do it.
But no, what I was saying, Mike, is I said is your example of toxic, the relationship in poetic justice with Chicago and his woman.
Chicago and his woman.
Was that toxic? Was that toxic relationship?
Hell yeah. Tupac liquor store.
Why was it?
And don't get me wrong.
Was it because of her drinking, or was it topic because was it toxic on Chicago's end?
On both. Liquor was big for her when she got a little drunk. She started to act a little crazy. But his problem. Well, he wasn't stopping shit. He was letting it go on too long. Like Tupac said, you letting it go on. You letting it go on too long.
That was to control the emotions and toxicity.
And don't get me wrong, we all make that mistake. But Tupac told him, dude, why you letting her do that? It's gonna get worse. And he saw what happened in the movie. It quick.
And I only speak fluid facts. James, honey, men are more logical. Some women are logical too. Some women, mama.
Well,
you said some.
Yes, but you can't. Mama going about outlier stuff. She's using the outlier. Yes, it is. It's a lot of women who more logical than men.
Oh, she said there are ways to control emotion and toxicity. Okay, Megan's piano, aka Bay.
There are ways to do it, but biology. It's nothing. It's nothing.
She talking about backhand. She talking about the Ike Turner way, and I'm not talking about that way. She talking about
if you got you don't gotta touch them. No,
she talking about what Ike did to Anime Bullet. But I'm not talking about that. I didn't say it. I didn't say that, and I don't condone that. I'm just simply saying, like, that's what she's talking about. Controlling toxic behavior.
No, you can't control it. The best way you control it is I already told you the answer. I've already told you the answer.
Y'all heard it here first. Mike gonna drop the mic moment. But no, you know.
But it's the way that sucks though.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's one of the worst ways though.
I didn't know.
Because a lot of dudes don't know how to. A lot of dudes can't do it. That's the thing. A lot of dudes can't do it. You don't want to lose your favorite and stuff like that. You don't want to lose certain women.
We're gonna have a discussion about this favorite.
You don't want to lose your girgirlfriend. Okay,
how does a chick become your favorite?
Well, I'm
GTD?
not gonna say that. I'm just single. You're in a relationship with a girl.
No, that's what I want to know. We ain't talking about people in a relationship. How does a chick become your favorite on a roster?
I don't have experience with rosters.
GTD,
I don't have experience.
Got it wrong?
I can't talk on this.
What does GTD stand for, Mike? We need to know what GTD stands for, Mike. Mike, like, I don't know. My favorite.
GTD, but what I'm saying is, you don't have to. Dudes who have to hit women for that time. If you hit them and be toxic like that, then I don't know. That's terrible.
She said that's terrible. Hey, Unc Ike he a legend in these parts. Not
And-
about what he did with women, just in the music game. He was a
No,
legend.
he's not a legend in the music game. Tina Turner's a legend.
He was a legend.
Tina
He
Turner's a
wrote
legend.
the songs.
No, he actually helped put her on.
And
Yes,
she
I'll
said-
give him
and
that.
she said-
but Tina Turner's a legend.
Well, yeah, she is a
Ike
legend.
Turner's not a legend.
But Uncle Ike is a legend. He showed us how to hold it down. Hey, we gonna have a talk about that. Y'all can't convince me that Tina ain't bring some of that on her own. So I told y'all that last season.
No, Ike bought it on himself. What he was doing.
You got a black book? Can I see it? That's not the hit. Not me. Now I'm gonna stop because Mama's on here. Oh wow.
Mama, wow.
Oh
Mama, wow.
no, I'm talking about Megan's piano. Wow.
That's not the hit I meant. Now I must stop calling. That's not the hit I meant.
Wow. But no, I'm saying like it was a few things like I told y'all that she did. Like, come on, man, this man was off coke, and you know he was like not making good music. Then she got mad that he didn't want to this, and this is what I'm talking about. There was times, and I'm not blaming this is why Tina Turner got beat. So let me rewind. Don't rewind the tape. Listen, this goes. I'm the type of man that's gonna get mad, probably ignore, or just like go in another room. I'm not Ike. What I'm saying is Tina Turner knew she had Ike. She would get mad that he didn't want to do certain things she wanted him to do, and she would start arguments with him. And then she knew the outcome wasn't going to be that he was going to ignore. He wasn't going to walk away. She knew the outcome was going to be a backhand. We saw it in the movie.
Okay, I
Because
get what you mean now. I
that
get what
man
you mean.
wasn't coming out there and being with the family and swimming with the kids and her friends having a good time. He in there working, snorting crack, doing music. Like, that's what he wanted to do. So that's what he was doing. She came in there and said, I don't know why you basing him making music. They all sound like the same old songs.
This what I was saying.
She said they all sound like the same
This
old
why I
songs.
blame. This why I agree
She
with you. I
knew
blame.
he was going to get
I
mad.
agree with your nigga.
And him getting mad was going to be him hitting her. And she did that all because he didn't want to come out and be outside with them. It's like, why would you do that? I'm not saying he should have hit you, but I'm saying that's what he
Well,
knew.
first
and you still
off
him,
of
and
her was you should have left him fast anyway. Once he okay, you can give him a chance. Once he hit you once, but once he was doing it more than twice, she should have left him. Her fault was staying, and that's why I blame her. That's the only thing I'm blaming her for staying after he's beaten you numerous times. After the first time, she should have left. Because you think he ain't gonna ever do it again? After he disrespect you right there. So that's why I agree with you. Why I blame Tina. You start arguing with a man you know who already gonna beat you. You're staying with a man who already beat you. You need to leave. I know he put you on, but you could have made it out of him. You already got a name for yourself.
Yeah, she ended up making it without him. But that's all I'm
So yes, I agree with you. I blame Tina gets all blame for me too for even staying with him.
And he was
After he
she
beat
said
you, you
was
should have
high
left him.
the whole time, being emotional and unstable. How was it? We're not saying it's Tina's fault. I'm saying
I'm blaming her because you should have left him for beating you.
well, we know that, but what I'm saying is women got to understand that who they starting an argument with.
But she was emotionally attached to him. Like sometimes people that's why people could go back to their abusers. She was emotionally
you starting an
attached to
argument
him.
with somebody like you couldn't have a simple
It's not her
conversation
fault,
with
but
him.
hey,
It would have been sometimes when she would have been having a simple conversation when he slapped her. But then why would you even have that type of conversation with him where you coming at him and coming at the music and being smart just because he didn't want to come out and swim? Now ain't nobody finna swim because now you finna sit in the room with the door closed because that's what he made her do. And he told her, sit your butt in here and take a nap.
But don't get me wrong, Ike was a punk to me, like just beating on her like that. Like I don't agree with what Ike was doing. I'm gonna get on him too. But we know Ike was a punk. We know that he was wrong for hitting us, so ain't no sense to keep bashing.
Well, like I
Sometimes
said, everything is relative to the
people need
everything is
accountability.
relative
You
to
should have
the,
left him.
everything is relative to the era that we lived in, that they lived in, and back then,
the circumstances
you
were
know,
different.
back then, the reason why I can't get on, not all men, but I would say it was common that men was beating on their wives like that, even white men.
Well, it's good that it
White men,
stopped.
black men, it did stop. But I'm just saying, like, that's what I'm saying. People be demonizing Ike because there was a movie about it, and we know that movie was Hollywood. They added stuff on to what Unc was really doing. Like, he didn't rape her in no studio. I don't believe he raped her in the studio.
I ain't gonna say he didn't or did, but we know he was
Stockholm
beating her.
syndrome is real, y'all. I would have to look up Stockholm syndrome.
Stockholm syndrome is real.
What is
That's
Stockholm
basically
syndrome?
is
that like the jail syndrome?
No,
Like,
it's how you get trauma from your basically a high level. How you get trauma from your past. Oh, good D. How basically you get trauma from your past, and it can affect you. It can affect you like currently. How it's currently affect you as you get older. So that's basically a high level what it is. But we can go to the actual definition.
oh, Oh well, then, no, I believe it. You know, Stockholm syndrome. I heard of it before. I just never really.
No, yeah, it's definitely. I know what it is, but I'm not super good at explaining. That's just high level. Develop a psychological bond with their cat. Oh yeah, I'm tripping. Yeah, Stockholm syndrome is where you get a physical bond with your abuser.
That shit Kelly was doing.
Yeah,
they
you
had
get
Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, you get your. Yeah, I'm tripping. I don't know why I'm
surviving R. Kelly.
Yeah,
oh
Stockholm.
My
yeah,
God.
Basically what I said, you get a physical bond with your abuser.
So R. Kelly needs to be R. Kelly or Stockholm.
Stockholm syndrome is real, but hey, you know, people like you don't. You got to find a way to get past it. I don't know. You got to find a way to get past it.
I wonder why they call it Stockholm syndrome.
Stockholm syndrome. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, that's basically what it is, and that's basically what Tina Hayward Ike.
It sounds like a white.
But this is why somebody, if you're doing it to my sisters and stuff, and I go help you the first time, and you want to use, you got Stockholm syndrome, well, that's your fault. I'm sorry. I'm serious, because I'm gonna tell you.
Now I got the forgetful syndrome.
No, because I'm gonna tell you. Don't go back to that bum. He's beating you. I'm gonna whoop him the first time, but I'm not about to die if I gotta keep like Sonny from The Godfather. I'm not about to go back and get killed because you want to go back and say it's Stockholm syndrome. That is real. It's something you really can't control because but you got to figure it out. We got to figure out. We got to adjust to life, what life gives us. So to me, damn, they got the ball back quick.
Yeah.
So to me, if I'm your brother or dad or something, I'm trying to stop that ASAP. You're not gonna hit my
James
daughter.
Said Stockholm syndrome is what American citizens have with the American government.
Yeah, and that's kind of how I was explaining. Stockholm syndrome is what we have with the government.
We love our government, psychological bond with the government.
It is, but what's the? But like I say, what's the solutions for? What's the solutions to get over it? You got to figure out a way.
The government, let real niggas in the house.
For me, I don't want to hear an excuse about Stockholm syndrome. Don't get me wrong, it is real.
Trump 24,
but how we gonna get over it? How we will get over it? I agree. It's a real thing, but we got to figure out how we will get over it. What are ways to get over it instead of?
So it's the same reason why black people be praying to God.
I don't like the Ravens play calling right now. They got to throw the ball down the field. Stop that running.
Well, I don't want to say why black people pray to God because God is real, but I'm saying like the stuff that people like they said that we captured because of slavery. That's basically kind of Stockholm syndrome.
Well, some stuff you just can't. And James, I'm still gonna cook you in that debate. I'm still gonna cook you in that debate we gonna have. So I ain't gonna bring it up on here, but I'm gonna cook you. But one thing we gotta understand too. Wait, go ahead. My bad.
I'm saying so. Stockholm syndrome could be. A lot of people could think black people got it from what the white.
A lot
of people could think what the white people did to black folks. They got Stockholm syndrome.
Well, yeah.
That black people got Stockholm syndrome. Some of the ways we live.
Well, yeah,
life and some of the ways we live. That's why a lot of African people didn't like black people because they probably felt like, oh, that wasn't even close to being picked. It went off for Zay Flowers. Did you not see that?
No, but it went through his hands. Look,
I'm just saying
he should have picked that off.
Even catch that.
No, I know he should have picked that off. That should have been a pick.
That's why that nigga.
But yes, we do have that. I agree. We do have it.
I should say some black people. Yeah, Rod. A lot of people say that. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm gonna have to do some research on that one. I heard of it. I never really talked about it fully, but that's good. That's a good one to talk about here. We got a few more minutes on here, y'all, because we're gonna give y'all an hour 30 today. But back to the topic we was going to next. I want y'all to hear. I really want the women in here for this one because Club Shay Shay, Shannon Sharp, y'all. That's his podcast, by the way. Shout out Unc, tag Unc in this if anybody know him personally. He had Country Wayne, famous comedian. Also got about 10 baby mamas, 10 kids, I think. 10 kids or 10 baby mamas, one of the two. But he was talking about relationships on his episode with Club Shay Shay. And Shannon Sharp on Club Shay Shay asked Country Wayne, who do you think cheat more, men or women? And Country Wayne basically said he feel like it's case by case, but he feel like it's women because a lot of women cheating goes undisclosed because they know how to cheat. And we don't. We just careless with ours, so it looked like we cheat more because we get caught more. But he's like, women are cheating, you'll never know it. They go to their grave, so he feel like women probably cheat more. Who do you think cheat more, men or women?
Well, both sex cheat a lot. Both of them do, but I agree with him. Women do more. But definitely a lot of men cheat too. I don't want to be that dude to be like, oh, women cheat more. We all cheat, but not we all cheat. But I'm saying both genders cheat for sure. But I agree exactly how you explain Country Wayne and people. I agree exactly with Country Wayne. And I agree. I definitely agree with Country Wayne
that women cheat more.
Yeah, but what I will say, a lot of men cheat too, though. Men cheat like crazy too. And I agree with him that women are better at it. Definitely better at it. They're not as stupid as us with it. So yeah, I agree with him.
women, they have much more opportunity, especially nowadays with social media. They are also more likely to be dishonest with surveys. I also most likely to justify the action. For example, he cheated first or he hit me. So that's what I was about to bring up next. Um, I was about to bring that up. Like when this is a thing when people say cheating is cheat. If you cheat first, you go on that list. Boom. Get cheated on first, right? Say if your man or woman cheat on you first, but then you stay with them and then you cheat back and you say, well, he cheated first. I still think you're a cheater as well, too, because you had the opportunity not to take that person back. So I don't necessarily say who cheat first or who cheat second. To me, if you cheated, you cheated.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, if my woman cheat on me, that don't mean that I have the right to cheat. And that's the thing that's the thing I think women don't understand is like, women think because they got cheated on, they could take you back and then they could cheat too, and that makes it okay because they're like, you cheated first. It's like, well, then don't take me back. As a man, that's how I am. If I get cheated on first, if I feel like you cheat on me that bad, I'm not gonna. If I feel like it was a bad cheat, like it was with somebody bad, I'm not gonna take you back just to cheat on you again. I just won't take you back. And I think that's the difference between men and women is women like James said, I do think they try to justify it and say it wasn't cheating because they got cheated on first. Like, no, you still fucking cheated. Like you accepted me back. We was working on whatever, and then you brought up, oh, you did this 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and I remember that bitch, so I fucked him, or I did
the
this.
Thing is, though, when somebody take you back after cheating, they always like most of the time they gonna have it on their mind still. So it's always gonna be in their mind. When the opportunity come up, just to get them incentive to cheat. It's kind of an excuse, but also it does give them. If you let them take you back, just know it's always going to be there.
It takes a
that trust is gone.
Man to cheat, and that alone makes the statistics significantly lower.
No, but a lot of men with options though can cheat easy though. A lot of men with options can cheat easy though. It does on average. It does. It's a lot harder for a lot. On average, it's harder for men to cheat.
I think your averages is what I think your averages is what you want them to be. You said a man with options. I mean, I think your options is what you want them to be.
Well, the percentage is lower. That's the thing. I agree. If we're talking about on average and
stuff. No, but I'm
just
saying when you say it's hard to find out what man has options, because if you wanted options, you can have options. It's just the lifestyle you live. You don't care about options of women. I don't care about
some dudes who really can't get it.
Most people are not the top 10%. Those men with options, most people
agree.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I agree with James on that. Like those men with options, I feel like that's because they chose to say, like, I want to have options of women to deal with. So yes, they would cheat more, but well, around these parts, you cheat, you get beat. That's crazy. But
who said that?
That's what Megan Piano said, aka Lil Joy. She said, "You cheat, you get beat."
As a man beat you, yeah. As a man, if you cheat, just get happy, basically.
But I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying, like, yeah, I think that, I think that women cheat more because, like, it's harder for you to find out if they cheated, and most men, I feel like, real good men like myself and ourselves. That's not a controlling man. It's like, unless your woman tell you what you're doing, you really don't know what she's doing unless you're with her. Like, for my example, me and my girl, we work together, we be together a lot, but when we go away from each other, I don't think she's cheating, but I don't know what you're doing because I'm not checking up on you every minute, every second. I don't get your location. I'm not questioning you like that. You're free to do as you please. So that's why I also think that a lot of men like myself could get cheated on because I'm not the type to be going to, like, figure out what you're doing.
Check up on your girl,
to figure out what you're doing.
Well, you have to have a certain mindset.
The sex is also becoming more unequal, and this is another reason it's not the same. And women get more sex. Women's body count is higher nowadays, and men's is lower. The virginity age for women has gone lower, while men's has went higher. I do think women got more bodies than niggas nowadays, for real. We gotta have these conversations.
I agree, but it's ways around it though. Like, it's ways around it. It's just something that they have over us.
Yeah, but it ain't nothing about having over us. But I'm saying we talked about this.
But as time goes on, time is on our side.
I'm just saying, I was talking with Bae about this the other day, and this is my point. This is what makes a woman less desirable for a man to want to make you the only one. Though, if you out here trying to do man-like things, that's what I'm saying. Like, if a woman out here trying to say I got more numbers than my nigga, like, good luck of finding a man that's gonna be one man that's gonna be with you and build with you.
It's impressive.
And ultimately, that's what women want. They want one guy. They want to build. Well, allegedly, this is what they say they want. They want to build one guy. They want to have a family. They want you to be all about them. But if you out here thinking you could do, oh, my numbers is higher than a man, you out here trying to be a man and do what men do, then good luck on finding a real man.
Well, of course, yeah. Well, it's kind of men's fault too in a way. It's kind of our fault in a way too because of that.
Kind of, but kind of not. Why you say that? How?
Because you got to blame a lot of the Sims for that. You have to.
Well, no, I don't even think it's the Sims. I think that my point about it is I'm saying, like, even if you're a strong man, if your woman acting like this, I don't think as a strong man, I think it ain't your fault. You can't control what no woman do. If your woman talking like this, like, oh, I got more bodies than you, what I'm saying, the man you could do as a strong man is leave.
Well, that statement's going to come back to hunt her as she get older, though. So let them brag about it. See, men want to argue. Okay, you have more bodies than me. Okay, you got it. Okay, that statement will come back to hunt you.
I'm not saying about bragging. It's like when y'all talk to and you find out like that your woman got bodies, like hella bodies. Like I'm just saying, that's like that'll make you.
People don't think they won't get bodies. Believe me, these dudes who think they wise and we have bodies, your woman got bodies. Believe it or not.
20 bodies is that a lot?
What, for men or women?
When you get with your woman, if you got with your woman now at your age,
I'm not worried about that body count stuff because they got bodies. I'm telling you.
No, I'm not worried about it. I'm just saying you about to be 35.
I'm not worried about that number.
So you're not worried about numbers? Yeah, I'm not worried about numbers either. I'm saying, what if you found out that your girl had 25 bodies by the time she got to you? What would you say?
She ain't mad. It's just my turn. That's basically how I think about it.
I'ma just. But what if she got with you at 35? I'm just saying, what if she got with you at 35 and y'all was together till y'all died at 80, I'm not worried about 87.
Even if you get girls with low body count virgin, I'm telling you, they got bodies. They go get them bodies.
Dang, I think it's a reasonable number though. I mean, you want your girl to be 10 or less.
I don't care about that number.
I mean, I don't care about it. But in my head, if you ask me, I'm like, my girl only got 6 bodies. And I don't know. This is just me making it up. I'm not going over 10. Because if I go over 10, I'm going to start thinking.
And as time go on, the longer you with and stuff just go happen.
I'm just saying, if I start thinking over 10, I'm going to start looking at some of my niggas around me like, damn, did they fuck you? Did you fuck them? Did they fuck? Like, if you start saying 40
hella people in this world.
Facts.
We got hella people in this world, so yeah.
I'm saying, if you start saying 40 and 50 and shit, I'm gonna start thinking about me.
If you say that much, use it for what you are.
Don't go.
Like, we gonna have fun.
Don't go.
But no, we're not about to be in a relationship. No, I'm not about to be your woman. But yes, we can have fun. You can do your thing.
See, but that's what we different. If you 35 years old and you got 35 bodies, you could have a body twice a year from 18 to 35. That's not bad.
I don't care about that body. I don't care about it too much.
But you just said you would be like, oh, if you had that many bodies, we'll just have fun.
What if she was your wife
for the rest of your life and you was the last body she had?
If she was the last body you had?
If you was the last body she had when she got you at 35, but you met her, she had 35 bodies already or 100 bodies. Because 35 ain't shit. Well, let me stop. 35 is a lot of bodies.
Man, they gonna get bodies. When you win them, they gonna get bodies.
Oh my God. Y'all heard it here first. Y'all heard it here first. 35 bodies. Women, if y'all ain't shy, post in the comments how many bodies have you had.
You shouldn't worry about that number. We shouldn't worry about that number. As a man, I know.
Man, if y'all ain't shy, post how many bodies have you had. And if any of you niggas I know post triple digits, you're lying. You're lying. Are you over 50 bodies, Michael?
My number's low.
My number's super low.
My numbers are low.
I'm at like 5 bodies.
My numbers are low.
I'm at 5 bodies in the last 6 months. No, let me stop. Not if y'all ain't shy. No, I don't even know my body count. I lost count after 150.
No, they say triple digits.
Triple digits, shouty. I'm gonna get that text message say not too much. Let me chill out, y'all. But man, this shit funny though. We need women right here on the podcast. I want women to be talking this question. How many bodies did you have him? Did you promise him the pussy? Pause. Grandma, y'all, if y'all watching, I'm sorry. This is the real talk section.
But yeah, you just gotta,
you just gotta know charging to the game, huh?
Yeah, I'm not. Both genders cheat like crazy. Both genders cheat like crazy. Huh? But if I had to choose, like, I agree with Country Wayne 100%. But I don't want, both genders be cheating.
But you don't want no smoke with these hoes today with these rats. No, I'm just playing. All right, last topic before we get out of here, man. Do you think whooping kids is a problem? Whooping them for no reason for me is a problem, but I say whoop that ass.
I don't think the problem.
Parents.
Also, like we have these conversations in our group. I
Yeah.
don't think it's a problem, but there's no evidence that says all the discipline, all the whoopings, it turned out as great as people think.
No.
I agree with them on the group, but I don't whooping kids. I don't mind, and I don't think it's a bad thing.
No, but that's what they. But in the group, they try to act like, oh, it was just whooping the kids that make the numbers. No, when you get, first of all, you got to show your kids you love them before you whoop them. Then that's when the whoopings mean something, because the whoop and the discipline, because it's like, oh, I disappointed my parents. That's what I'm saying. Oh, I did something that bad where they usually don't whoop me and they had to whoop me. I know this is bad. That's what I'm saying. Where they now knowing, not only do they know, and they, because kids know. We knew as kids before we got in trouble, before we knew, because we were sneaking to do it. You wasn't just doing it in front of, like how you would do your homework in front of your parents. That's good. The shit that we was doing bad, you already knew you weren't supposed to do it, so you did it. You tried to hide it. So we already knew it was bad, but sometimes you, as a kid, you don't know to what extent it was bad. That's my point, and what I didn't bring up that one day, because most of these niggas in the group was just being soft. And then they were trying to act like, no offense, white people, but I'm sorry. Not whooping your kids is a white people thing, because they have the
You don't have, because Charlamagne the God don't agree with him. He never whipped his kids.
And when people say that, I think they're lying. Like, I'm talking about spanking their hand is whooping to me. Spanking
that's
brush.
I'm
saying, because that shit hurt kids. Depending on you.
There's some white people who spank their kids and stuff, though.
Well, I'm saying,
like,
but some people don't touch their kid at all. My point is, some people have spanked their kids. White people told me one time they spanked their kids and they cried. Like, fuck no. What I'm saying is, I'm talking about like you hit your kid with a brush, you spank him on the hand, I'm spanking him on the butt. I'm not always saying with a belt. Whooping them in general to me, that shit soft.
There could be no evidence where it's like, if you don't or do whoop them, they turn out better, blah, blah, stuff like that.
No, I just mean the evidence for me is like street evidence. Kids that didn't get whooped, you soft as hell. You ain't get whooped with a belt.
Because I see the parents who discipline their kids and toughen their kids or how them get them talk to dog still be terrible parents though. I've seen it. Was like, damn, but your kid doing this and you,
yeah, but we talking about,
you ain't helping your kids in school.
I'm talking about the kids that's
and you toughen your kids, you whoop your kids, and you do all discipline, but you ain't doing none of the like stuff you should be doing.
What I'm saying is, this is why I feel like what it comes to. It's not about, that's the thing. People take it as right, and the kids got to get whooped for them to be A1. No, what I'm saying is, it's the context of the level of the discipline. I'm saying it's like, you see Johnny then went to the school and poured acid on one of the janitors. And the mom treating it like Johnny missed his homework assignment. Oh, Johnny, go to your room. Sit down. And the next thing, instead of putting acid on somebody, Johnny bombing up the fucking school or shooting up the school. That is my point. If my kid forgot to do the dishes, I'm not finna come home and just start beating your ass because I told you to do the dishes. No. Okay, you didn't do the dishes. You want to go to your friend
house? Get rid of it, Lamar.
You want to go to your friend house? You won't be able to do that. You wanted a lounge. You wanted $20 to go to movies this week. Oh, you didn't do them dishes, so now I can't give you that $20. That'll be that punishment. But like I told you on the group, let me get a call at work and they say, oh, well, you need to come pick up your son because he called the teacher a fucking bitch. What, you think you gonna disrespect me? You think you're gonna disrespect our family in the household and talk like this in public? And you know what they do to motherfuckers that's unruly in the streets when you an African-American male? Do I gotta put on a video of George Floyd and show your little dumb, ignorant ass what they'll do to you if you think you could just act this way and talk this way? So I'm not gonna do that to you, but no, I'm gonna let you know that there's a difference in when you just make a mistake and mess up versus, little nigga, this could be your life. And I'm not gonna whoop you to your life, but yes, you're gonna get a whoop because you're gonna understand the significance of, you just can't be behaving like this. You can't act like this. These are behaviors that you're not privy to do. And if you think you're going to do this, you're going to meet me every time. And then when you're done meeting me, okay, like you said, when you get grown, you could have got all these trainings by me. And the only thing that's going to teach you is life. When you down and the cop got you, and you could be doing everything right. This one, you could be doing everything right. But as a black man, you should know already that they don't have the leeway to have. The punishment must match the same level of offense. You can't slap a wrist for something extreme at the same time.
Dropping cereal on the ground.
Facts.
Yeah, our parents will drop.
James, that's my point. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. My kids ain't gonna get a whooping for every day. I call it everyday kid things. Everyday kid things. I worked at a school. There's 90 things I see kids do that I would never whoop my kids for.
This generation, the NCI kids doing something, and you know the NCI kids doing something just. Let's say like back then when you do that and stuff, because back then they get for every little thing, like a little disrespect you're showing from the company, you get your butt whipped for that and stuff like that. I'm not doing what you did in your time, what your parents did to you, because I see the result. That's all I be saying. Like, don't give me no, if you discipline this, no.
No, what I'm saying is no.
That's what I. But I'm saying
saying
that's what I say to the other generation and stuff.
No, but I'm saying if my kid
like, no, I'm not gonna do it how you did it. No,
well, I will say this: if my kid got disrespectful with any adult in my presence, yes, I'm beating their ass.
Well, that's why I agree with Julian. Like, adults and family, but not just anybody. No,
adults in general. Yeah, there's no reason why. No, for real, Mike.
Some adults, no. Some adults.
I'm talking about. There's no reason why. First off, as a kid, in your place, walk away and come get me. There's no reason why you should try to. Because
you're not gonna talk back to. No, I'm saying not gonna talk back to adults, but nah. Family, no. But I need to see the story. I need to hear the story first.
Yes, you do need to hear the story. But what I'm saying is, my kids, Mike, we never talked back to adults outside of we didn't do it because what I'm saying is now everybody in our family didn't do that. But what I'm saying is because we was raised on, that's what I'm saying. My kids gonna be raised like that. Like, yes, I'm not saying that you need to respect every adult. Come get me, but for you to go toe-to-toe with adult, I mean, I just saw how that tried to happen at the game I coached. Kids tried to actually go toe-to-toe with adults, and we saw what happened. That's what I'm saying. Come get me.
Stuff like that, you get something like that. No, I agree with you. You get your bubble for that.
But Mike, no. But this is my point. This is what I'm saying. This is why I don't want you disrespecting adults at all, because some adults already are wired to I'm not gonna let a kid do that. So my point is, there's never, to me, if an adult is disrespecting my kid first, there's never, and this is why I want you to ever handle that. Come get me as the adult, because you can't handle that. If Mr. White, the dude who was there, if he started doing that to I can't even handle that nigga without